Welcome to my YouTube channel scientific underscore math. Today our topic is a derivative, and in this lecture we discuss the concept of derivative. So let's start today lecture. Derivative of a function. The ordinary derivative, first derivative, or simply derivative of a function y is equal to f of x at a point x is equal to a in the domain of f of x is defined as. Okay, the derivative of y with respect to x at a point x is equal to a, which is equal to limit as x approaches to a. Okay, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. We can write also this as with the increment of h and h as approaches to 0. This term, okay, here we have f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. This term represents the slope of the secant line connecting the point a f of a, b and f of b. Okay, we have these 2 points, and this connect the this is the slope of the secant line. Okay, and that connects these 2 points. Okay, so here we have a secant line. This is our secant line. Okay, and here we have a point b, and corresponding to b we have f of b. Okay, and this is the point a, and corresponding point is f of a. The line that connects these 2 points is a secant line, and the slope of the secant line here we have. Okay, this is the slope of the secant line. And next we in the limit as x approaches to a, here we have, okay, as x approaches to a or b approaches toward a, and the limit is the tangent line at the point a f of a, and this secant line become the tangent line at this point. Okay, this is the tangent line at point a and f of a. So we have function, and this is our function. Function must be continuous before it can be differentiable. This is the condition for and derivative. The function must be continuous before differentiable. A function that is continuous and differentiable over a certain interval is said to be a smooth function. Okay, this is the smooth function. Okay, so we see this definition with the help of graph. As x approaches toward a, and the secant line become the tangent line, and the derivative of the function is equal to the slope of tangent line. Okay, slope of tangent line. So let's check this. Here we have our point B, and this is the point A, and as x approaches toward A, the secant line becomes the tangent line. At this point, the derivative of the function at that point is equal to the slope of this tangent line. Now there are two important ways to interpret the first derivative of the function. First we have slope of the tangent to the curve described by y is equal to f of x at a point, and this is especially used to finding the maximum or minimum to the curve y is equal to f of x. Okay, so since the slope or the first derivative must be 0 at those points for maximum and minimum, and the derivative. Here we have a maximum. If we see the maximum derivative of the function at some point x is positive on the left and negative on the right. Here we can see that and this is our positive slope or the positive derivative, uh, and for maximum, the first derivative is equal to 0, and after that this will be negative, and this will be less than 0. And minimum, we can see that the derivative first will be negative on this side, the slope is negative, and or the derivative is less than 0, and after some point this the first derivative will be equal to 0, and after that this will become positive and increasing, and slope will be also positive. Okay, the rate of change of a function with respect to x, this is the definition of derivative, the rate of change of function with respect to x. And the derivative of function f of x with respect to x is the instantaneous rate of change of slope of function at any point. Here we can see that the slope of the function is changes with respect to x. As x is changes, the slope is also it changes. Here also we can see that the slope is also changes. Okay, so next we have the second derivative. What is the second derivative? The second derivative demonstrates whether a point with 0 first derivative is maximum or minimum, or an inflection point. Second derivative tell us about the first derivative maximum, minimum or inflection point. Okay, so here we have the first derivative is equal to 0, and the second derivative will be less than 0, will be negative, and this indicate for a maximum the second derivative is negative. The slope of the curve first derivative, that is at this point, is positive, and then goes through 0 and become a negative. First this will be positive, if this will be at this point 0, and then this will become negative. Okay, next we have at this point the second derivative is positive, that is greater than 0, and the first derivative at this point is 0. For minimum, for a minimum, the second derivative is positive. The slope of the curve, that is first derivative, is first negative, then goes through 0 to become a positive. Here will be, this will be negative, and at this point will be 0, and then this will become positive. Okay, so next we have when the second derivative is equal to 0, for an inflection point, the second derivative is 0. At the same time the first derivative is 0, both the derivative first and second derivative will be 0. It represent a point where the curvature is changing. Its sense, inflection points are relatively rare in nature. Here we can see that the function curvature is changing, where the first derivative and second derivative both are 0. So now we discuss the MATLAB code for finding the derivative numerically using central difference approximation. Okay, here we have commands, MATLAB command clc clear all and close all. Okay, and this is our increment h, and this is the value at which the derivative of the function we have to find, and this is our function, this is our that we have find the derivative, and this is the formula for calculating the derivative using central difference approximation with increment h, and here we will minus h for central difference. Okay, now we plot a tangent line and to our given function, and we will see that the derivative and derivative will be equal to slope of tangent line. Okay, here we have a MATLAB code and to plot this function and all of these, and again we have clc clear all and close all command. This is our interval -1 to 4. This is the domain of the function, and here we have increment h with this one. This is our function, and we put our function is equal to capital F is equal to f of x. We take u of this function at x, and here we have to find the derivative at this point x1. Okay, that is equal to 1, and the corresponding value at x1 will be y1, and we see that x1 and y1, this will be our point on which we draw a tangent line. This is our point x1 and y1. Okay, at this point we have to draw a tangent line, and the slope of this tangent line, we can also write it as m. Slope of tangent line will be equal to the derivative at this point, and that is x1. Okay, both will be same, and derivative will also be equal to 3, and the slope of the tangent line will also be 3 over at this point x1. So the slope of the tangent line, we find the slope of the tangent line by using this form, increment form, and that is equal to this one, and derivative we also find using the forward difference forward difference approximation, and we can also find using this is central difference or backward difference. Okay, this is the slope, and this is the equation of tangent line. For this line we have a y is equal to slope into x minus x1. Okay, this is our x1, and plus y1, this is our y1. Okay, x1 and y1, these are the point. Okay, next we plot all these next we plot this axis, x-axis and y-axis. I plot x-axis -2 to 4. Here we can see that -2 to 4 our x-axis, and 0 0 black line. Okay, and then x 0 0 and y, this is our y-axis with -5 to 15, -5 to 15. Okay, and this is our -5. Okay, these commands to plot x-axis and y-axis. This is also a black line. Okay, next we plot our point x1 and y1, this point x1 and y1 with a red circle. This is our red circle. We can see that this is our red circle. Next we plot x versus capital F, and this is our interval, and this is our function. We plot this function. Okay, next we have x and y, and this is our slope. This is our equation of tangent line, and this is our interval. We plot this one. Okay, by using these two, x versus y. Okay, and next we use the line width. The line width of this line and width of this line, that is 0.2. Okay, then we plot this this slope using this command x1. This is the height. This is from this axis, distance from this axis, because we have to plot like that. So then we use x1, and this will be used to for y distance, for height. Okay, and this will be equal to from x-axis, that is x1. So this will the point will be here over 3. When we use y1 plus 1.2, and this will be over here for height. Okay, and then we convert num to string slope value. Over this is our slope value. This is the limit for x-axis, and for y-axis here we can see that limit for x-axis from -1 to -4 to 7, and for y-axis -8 to 20. Okay, for y-axis -8 to 20, we will see this in MATLAB. Next we use command draw now, and then we display slope and the tangent derivative to check whether the tangent of slope of tangent is equal to derivative or not. Okay, and then we print. This will display slope and tangent, and this will display print our result with the 4 decimal 0 distance, and this with 11 point distance 11 and 4 decimal. Okay, and this used to new line and slope and derivative. So let's run this code on MATLAB, and we check all these results on MATLAB. So here we have a MATLAB code to plot a tangent line at a point. So let's run this code and check result. This is our graph, and we have seen that, and this is the tangent line at a point x1 and y1, and the slope of the tangent line is 3, and we can see that the slope and the derivative at this point both are equal. Okay, so this is all about the derivative concept of the derivative, and we have seen that with the help of MATLAB, and the slope of the tangent line at a point and the derivative at a point both are equal. So thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.